Hey everyone, Chris here, and this is my latest project that I was actually building for someone on RC Groups. This is an all-in-one ground station for 1.3 gigahertz, and you can see by the giant clover leaf that's sticking up over here. There it is. This ground station is pretty much built to the max potential that we possibly could. On this, right now I have it open so that I can actually show you the insides of it a little bit. But on the sides here, you have your channel, which is this button right here. And there they are. Then you have, these are for your brightness of your screen. And this is the power for the screen. You have 3 outputs with 3 power outputs. It currently has an internal battery that's off of a self-regulating, self-balancing board. So you can basically just plug a 12-volt power supply into this and it charges the internal battery. If you don't have the battery inside, it'll run directly off this. You just have to have the power switch on. So this one, that's the power switch. It turns on there, and everything lights up for you. It's not too bright, just enough to that way if you're working in the dark you can find the buttons. And that is about it. On the back it has a, I still have to put the threading in here, but it's going to have a tripod stud there as well as on the bottom, so they can have 2 mounting positions. The antenna is mounted already on there, so you can just attach whatever you would like, or the antenna mount. And then onto the inside, you can see here that this is a 5000 milliamp lithium ion pack. This is the balance board, which I still have to cover because it's just a raw board. Have to cover it and mount it, and that'll be just about that there. The wiring, I originally did this with all shielded wiring, but it started getting some strange interference and things, so I stripped down all of the wiring and actually got better signal, or better quality signal, without any of the shielding on it. You can see that inside, back behind all of these wires, is the immersion power distribution and video distribution board. This is a SAW filtered Comtech module. This is the digital controller out of the Ready-Made RC digital system, and it has the buttons here, so you can change the channel if you for some reason wanted to open up to change it. This is wired exactly the same as the LED out the side. It's just upside down because of how the module is mounted in here. And that is about it. All of the buttons are mil-spec, waterproof, water resistant. The top 3 are just standard momentaries, where the bottom is a latching connector that shuts everything off. So once you turn it on, you can hear the immersion power system let you know that it's got power. Comtech fires up, everything's working on it, and it definitely was a fun build. I'll take the camera here and show you the back of the screen, and it actually has all the menu buttons still inside. For some reason, if you needed to change any of the settings on the ready-made screen, it can be changed here. And for troubleshooting, if any of the buttons on the side don't work, everything is still left in place. I don't remove any buttons. These are just added in on top of the originals. So if for some reason something happened and you think it's the button, you can definitely try the inside and see what's going on. So that is about it. Let's close it back up here. This is a all aluminum case, and I also had copper shielding inlaid in the entire system, and also had some issues with it actually picking up more interference than it was blocking. Tried doing some filtering circuits and things between the ground plane and the actual ground, or the shielding in the ground, but it still wasn't working, so I ended up just dumping the copper shielding, because the whole case is aluminum already. It does pretty well at protecting everything. Aluminum's not as efficient as everything else, but this thing is rather thick, so it's a pretty nice build, and just got to finish wrapping up some of the parts and we'll get this shipped off. This also has a custom cable that I made for it that goes to the Fat Shark goggles, that is fully shielded all the way from the power all the way out to the goggle, to work with Dragon Link and some of the higher power UHF systems, because they can start inducing signals in between your ground station and the goggles. So that's something to watch for. But I'll let you guys know how it does and get some sample footage with it, and then it's going to be shipped off. So if you